hate to say it, but I fell in love again. We need a vacation, so we took a trip to France. I just spent $2,000 on a shirt and pair of pants.
Yeah, hello. So we lied. We are back.
Yeah, we lied.
We just filmed
We
video.
Filmed a video and it was...
We didn't like it.
It was ass.
So, this one seems to be a little bit more interesting. It is fake homeless people who got exposed. So, we're going to try not to talk long. Short intro, short outro. So, basically, we were watching the first one and it gets a little crazy. So, with that being said, we're going to jump into it. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe because we are up at 1:30 in the morning. This will be going up hopefully at 8 a.m. So, we are always on that grind. And I have a sleepy voice. You will hear that. So,
like, the last one was so boring I started falling asleep.
Yes.
So, we were like, we cannot.
So, we got to get the energy up.
So, we gonna watch homeless people get exposed. But they're not actually homeless people.
Yeah.
But they gonna get exposed. Let's get it.
So, let's begin.
I'm ready.
Start our journey into the world of fake homeless people in Lexington, Kentucky. Here we find Gary Thompson, who outwardly appears to be physically and mentally disabled to the point he is confined to a wheelchair. Unfortunately, though, that's all a lie. After a car crash, Thompson did lose some of his mobility, but he did not require a wheelchair.
I remember seeing him on the news.
He use it as a tool to make his lies more believable. Thompson received $2.5 million as a settlement because of the crash and $81,000 in Medicare benefits. As far as mentally handicapped, Thompson is the farthest thing from it. He has a degree in speech pathology, and he used that degree to make himself seem like he had a severe medical disability.
Holy crap.
A spokeswoman from the Lexington Police Department told media that he scammed people by using slurred, slow speech, contorting his face and holding one hand close to his body as if he doesn't have use of it. What a disgusting person. People struggle every day with real disabilities, and you're going to use it to manipulate people and get money out of it. Screw this guy. Thompson has been arrested multiple times and is in jail now. Honestly, it's a shame because he could have used his degree to better the world, but instead chose to be scum.
You guys busted me. Yeah, I'm really good at it, really good. I clear about $100,000 a year doing this. Yeah, about 60.
Number 2.
He just said he makes $100,000 a year doing it.
Next up, we travel a little east to Henrico Country in Virginia to meet the viral sensation Mika Lee Dominguez.
Oh, I've seen this.
Her name wrong. Mika made her money for years by panhandling at different downtown intersections. But after a while, public started to get suspicious. 2 men confronted her about her homeless status, filming the whole altercation, and she got very angry with them. Understandably so, because they followed her to her brand new Ford Fiat, which was parked in a nearby McDonald's parking lot. Dominguez then switched her story up and said she was disabled. Funnily enough, after the video was posted and went viral, no one was falling for Dominguez's tricks anymore.
I feel like I've seen this mugshot before.
The next day, she was arrested for throwing 2 Gatorade bottles at a car. The woman driving had seen the video and didn't want to give Dominguez money, which spun her into a rage. What's most irritating about this is not this woman's entitlement, but her stupidity. She would have been able to continue her scam if she moved somewhere else in the city. That's a pro strat for all of you homeless people.
Oh, she angry.
Come on, common sense.
You have to do all that.
Really homeless and need help.
Do you think that people have to stand out here because they're homeless?
Why do you stand out here?
Because I have a disability.
What are you disabled from? What's your nature of your disability? What is the nature of your disability? What is
That's
it?
none of your business.
Number 3.
Where's your sign at?
In the car.
5th Avenue in New York is where you can find Gucci, Saks, and countless other trendy shops.
The bougie side
It's a place you visit when you have some money in your pocket. And back in 2012, a woman saw a huge money-making opportunity on this street.
But I've seen this one too.
This unknown woman dressed herself up in
I don't remember it,
wrapped
but
a pair of crutches, a cup, and started hobbling up and down the avenue daily.
Y'all, I watch
By
Inside
just
Edition
shaking
every
her
day.
cup and vaguely referring to a car crash, which she said left her profoundly disabled, she gained mass amounts of sympathy from nearby shoppers. This woman averaged about 50 donations per hour. To put this in perspective, if every person who donated gave this woman $1 and she begs for 8 hours a day, she will make up to $11,000 a month. That's a low ball too, because many people who walk Saks Fifth Avenue would donate more than $1. This story broke.
11
We are in the
grand.
wrong
Noticed this woman and
business.
watched her for weeks. They saw how much she made and saw at the end of every day she would go into a van and emerge a totally different girl. When this panhandler isn't begging, she walks upright dressed in very expensive clothes. And the news team caught her going shopping and hanging out with friends daily. When they confronted her, she kept to character and wasn't seen on the avenue again. I have no doubt
I'd
she's
run
moved
her
to
over.
another rich street in New York
I'd give her
to
those
try her
issues.
luck. It
Yeah,
takes a
this
special
is,
type of person to take
messy.
advantage of others this way. In other words, I hope this girl gets what's coming to her.
Okay.
Later that morning, she told our producer, wearing a hidden camera,
This
she
is
hurt her
edition.
back in a car accident.
What happened? Accident?
Number 4.
Cap.
We're leaving the US for our next clip and traveling across the globe to Altoy in northwest China. It seems like our next panhandler took that as inspiration and ignored the consequences, because that's exactly what he did. This man was begging on the streets, pulling himself along and preying on the sympathy of others. But a suspicious bystander thought something was
What
up.
is that, Taco
In this
Bell?
clip, you can see him rip the pants off of this faker. Unlike Eddie, he has contorted his legs backwards into his underwear. The name of this guy is unknown, but hopefully the public embarrassment stops
How?
him from doing this ever again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, dirty boy.
That's fun.
He got toes in his ass.
For our next pick, we head back into the States to Oklahoma City.
These
A
people are
blend of
crazy.
Fried orca, chicken, fried steak,
That looked like
and
Kentucky's
cornbread.
too at
Funny
first.
enough, a seemingly sweet old lady is our next scammer.
Ah, it's
That's
Mather.
right. It's not just young people who think they can
She's
get away
Look at her.
with lying
Oh
to
my
the public
gosh,
for
you can
money,
tell
as this
she's like a
old lady is
chihuahua
just
on the-
Oh,
as
yeah,
everyone
smack me.
else
She's
on
like a
this list.
chihuahua on the
At
human
17
version.
years old,
Mhm.
this woman would wait at the entrance to Quail Mall daily.
She looks
with
like a
sign
This is
going
why,
to be a
respectfully-
homeless widower. She would
Respectfully.
make sure to
I don't
dirty
give
her
nobody
clothes and
cash.
hair to garner maximum sympathy.
No
Clearly
bounty.
an old pro when it comes to panhandling.
Mm-mm.
These other guys could learn a thing from this girl, I guess. She's the panhandling master. Well, I guess
She's the panhandling genius.
The
master if it wasn't for
panhandling
Daniel
genius.
Ayla. Daniel would give this woman money every day, even if he had nothing left for himself. One day, though, after
What did he say
Ayla
his
finished
name
work,
was, Daniel?
he saw the
You
same
heard
woman
her.
who begged on the street counting her cash in her brand new car. This was the last straw for Daniel. In this video, you can see him scream, and his frustration is understandable.
That's
He had
Daniel.
given his last $4 to the woman earlier that day, meaning he couldn't eat. The video went viral in a day, but the woman was back on the same street the next morning. The nerve. It didn't go so
That's
well this
terrible.
time, as she was followed around by
It's
a
illegal to
user.
panhandle, so like I don't
Surprisingly,
understand.
she didn't want to discuss her new fancy car and hit the person interviewing her.
Yeah,
such a
you would've got
sweet old
smacked
lady
right
after
on.
all.
That lady was back at that same median today, but didn't want to talk about her car.
I don't have no car. Get the hell away from me right now.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Number 6.
Give me your Jesus necklace. You don't need it.
The last lady on our list is far younger than the last, but still understands the importance of a good story. Megan Elmer would stand at a underpass daily as cars flew by, hair messy, and looking the part of a sad and scared young lady. Anyone who stopped would be told her sob story. She was originally from Seattle, but moved to the city to be with her boyfriend. Said boyfriend kicked Megan out onto the streets a week before Christmas, and she was left begging in hopes of making enough money to get a bus ticket back home.
No,
A
they
news
in on
crew
it
noticed
together.
Megan and
For
wanted to
sure,
help,
for sure.
so they followed her. They followed her all the way to a nice neighborhood in Sugar Lake. This
I
was
put
her
that in
family's
nice.
home, where she had been living for the
Respectful.
past 6 months with her dog. When not begging, Megan seemed like the average young adult. But when she needs easy money, she will purposefully dirty herself and wear old clothes. Megan claimed to make $30 to $40 a day, but watching her for an hour, the news noticed she got 11 donations. If each donation was at least $2.50, she could make $50 an hour. And if she begged for multiple hours a day, she could easily earn around $500. Yearly, that's like $26,000 tax-free. There were no real repercussions for this girl, but the city seems confident that karma will get her eventually.
Someone gave
See,
you
when the city said
Right now.
karma, that's when things
you
just
would get on a bus and go to
messed up.
Seattle. For the past 6 months, you just haven't been able to make it.
It's hard, dude. It's harder than that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and explain.
I smell cat.
Facts.
Well,
This one was much more interesting
it
than
was
the last
much
one.
more better than the last video that we just filmed. Still kind of a slower tempo.
I like that one much better.
I like that one much
I wasn't
better.
halfway asleep.
I was a little bit. But I think,
Heather always falls
I
asleep.
think that guy's voice just honestly halfway put me to sleep.
No, I liked it.
But, yeah, this one's much better than the one that we just watched. And fake homeless people just, it's just terrible because there are a lot of good people out in the world that do want to help them, better them, be nice to them, and give them money and gift cards and presents and stuff. And it's just real sad to see
People like
people
that take
fake
advantage.
it and take advantage of it because that's what makes other individuals not want to help.
12 seconds later, 3:28 a.m. 3 weeks later, many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Speaking of homeless people, we might end up doing a little homeless video because my dad was homeless in a big city and now he's not. But he still has connections. That might be coming up. And also my dad might be in a video soon. He doesn't know it, but we might be coming up.
We might recruit him.
So,
but
Dad,
not
you
all
should just-
homeless people are bad, but these people just make people not want to take the, like I said, not want to take the kids outside and all kinds of stuff. Like, these people are just, dirty people.
So with that being said, we are going to cut it here because we need to get this video ready to roll. So with that being said, make sure you drop a like. Y'all are going to be seeing this in a couple of hours. So probably at 8 or 9 a.m. So with that, I think we're going to pop off here. We're going to go to bed so we can film in the morning and do our vlog and get everything ready. So make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, recommendation. We will be doing a shirt video showing off of the merch in the next video that you will see, which will go out on Sunday. So be sure to leave a like and share the video with your friends. Follow us on all the social media, which is linked in the description on the channel. And I think with that, we're good.
Peace.